Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Thank you so much for joining me on a new video. Today we're going to be doing a recap of my July favorites. I am so happy that you guys are actually enjoying monthly favorites, and I finally accumulated like 6 things that I have been obsessing over and have just been making my life a little bit more enjoyable, and I want to share those with you guys today. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment. That is the best way you guys can show some love to our community, to this channel, and I'm just really excited to continue to show up and connect with all of you. All right, so I guess without further ado, let's jump right into number 1. We're gonna do some spiritual stuff because you know I gotta bring in spirituality. That's a really big part of my life and this community and this channel. So I guess I wanna start off with some things that have been helping me energetically in my home and in my own energetic field and aura for the past few months. Spiritual cleansing of the body and the home. Now, I started implementing weekly rituals into my life as far as taking spiritual baths. I don't do these every single week. I do them whenever I feel like I have a lot of heavy energy or I absorb people's energy. And the thing about being an empath is that you pick up on people's energies really quick, and I think the more that you meditate and you tune into your true self, the easier it is for you to pick up just vibes from people without them even speaking anything. You kind of know what's going on just picking up the energy of the environment. And this actually happened to me the other day that I was having dinner with my parents, and there was a lot of nonverbal communication, but I kind of picked up, I did pick up on a lot of unsaid energy, and I was just kind of astonished at the fact that I could even pick up energy like that now. But I think it's because I am becoming more sensitive, and you do become a lot more sensitive to energies around you when you do go into a spiritual awakening, especially if you implement meditation and you're able to really quiet and still the mind. So there's a few people that would come into my house on a daily basis for certain things, and I noticed that usually around that time, I would start to feel very uneasy, kind of hard to breathe for quite some time. What I did was I started kind of doing some research about ways to cleanse the energy of the home and how important it is to cleanse the energy of a home or just neutralize it, because whoever is coming in and out of your house, even if things are not spoken verbally, the energy that they carry or whatever they're going through also enters your house. So it's important to neutralize the energy, neutralize your home, especially because this is your temple. So you want to protect it. You want to make sure that you feel incredible and peaceful, and you love your home, that you love the energy of your home. I started implementing Florida water into my spiritual baths, and I came across this incredible woman who does a lot of videos on spirituality and cleansing rites and all of these things, and she did a video on doing a spiritual bath to kind of remove maybe people's bad intentions towards you, or like a evil eye type of thing, because you never know, you know, sometimes people can send out certain energy towards you. Maybe they don't even know that they do that, but it could happen, right? So I took the spiritual bath for 3 days, and I ordered from Instacart fresh sage, fresh thyme, and fresh rosemary. And then I added some mineral salt to my water, and then I added a little bit of the Florida water. And then what you do is you get into the bath and you take all of these herbs that are in there, you make it a whole ritual, you play music, you dim the lights, maybe put on some red lights or some Himalayan lamp, and then just kind of like really make it a ritual for you to connect with higher source and rub all of the herbs all over your body to cleanse your energy and to remove any kind of negative blocks or anything negative that people have sent your way, just to kind of like cleanse the energetic aura. You know, we have an aura, we have an energetic field, even if we can't see it to the eye. When I came out of the water, I felt so light and refreshed. And so I started to do more research, and I came across these beautiful rituals that you can also do to cleanse and neutralize the area, your whole entire house. And whenever you're going to wash the floors in your house, you can also add a splash of Florida water in there, and then just make it a whole ritual. Also burn some incense and just wash away anything negative negative, any arguments, any yelling, anything that might have happened in your home. Because I'm sure you guys have been in a situation where maybe you walk into a room after two people have been fighting and you can literally feel the energy in there and you know something went down, even if you didn't witness it, right? So that's exactly what is happening also when you have people coming in and out of your house and you don't know what their intention is, so you don't know what they're going through. So I wanted to talk about that because it's been helping me just really feel a sense of peace and calmness in my house. Another thing that I love to do is also burn cinnamon incense. Cinnamon is great to also protect your home. So I love burning cinnamon twice a day. In the morning when I wake up, I light some incense here in the house, and then in the afternoon when we're having dinner, after dinner actually, once I put the dishes away and just kind of clean up, it just makes my home feel so incredible, so inviting, so ritualistic and clean afterwards, and it smells beautiful. People always love how my home smells, and I think it's because of the cinnamon incense. So moving on to the next one, this is the Aura Smudge by Heritage Store, which this is like now one of my new favorite brands, even though I've had their rose water for years, but I really just started diving deeper into the products that they offer. This company also has like this serum that has been like made with water that has been processed in like this energetic way. I have to look a little bit more into that, but I've been using their serums for a while now. And so I decided to check out the Aura Smudge, and it smells so good. So I love using this, like I'll shake it up, and I love using this right before I'm gonna meditate or right before I'm gonna go to bed. And this is basically smokeless sage. I mean, the smell is just incredible. It's earthy, it's like spiritual. You know, before I'm gonna do like a session of oracle cards or something like that, or like I said, meditate or yoga, I'll just like mist myself and I just feel like lighter. I feel fresh. Like right now, I already energetically feel a lot more fresh. This aromatherapy misting spray is a smokeless alternative to a sage stick traditionally used to purify an area. All the good vibes without cleanup. Sage and juniper uplift and clear your space for meditation, positive focus, or new beginnings. Okay, so the next thing, I guess we can move on still to the last spiritual aspect of it. Now, this here is a Mexican cobija. You guys already know about these. I got mine from Amazon, and it's the highest quality Mexican authentic cobija ever. Now, the reason that I bought this is because I don't want to take my meditation mat, like the pink one that I featured in my last monthly favorites. Like that's not one that I want to take out into the woods and everywhere. So I bought this one, and I chose the color pink because it's so beautiful and it's so soft and warm also, guys. So if you're at the beach, you could definitely use this. It's a blanket, obviously, it's a cobija. So I guess the spiritual community, the yoga community in particular, started using these Mexican cobijas as yoga mats. And what I love about this one is that it's soft, but it also has that texture because the way that it's woven. So it gives you a really nice grit, you know, so you're not sliding off and you're better able to really hold the asana pose. So I really love it, and I just wanted to mention it because it's such an awesome find and such a great way to practice yoga. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna talk about a book because you guys know there's so many books, so little time. I wish I had more time to read books, guys. There's just not enough time in a day, and there's just like so many great books. Reading, learning is one of my favorite activities on planet Earth. It's what I enjoy doing the most, is learning. I don't care what I'm learning. I'm like, my hubby is full into learning about investing, and I read his book also, and like I'll quiz him, and I just find it interesting. And things that I've never even, and concepts I've never even heard of, because the possibilities that open up to you when you live a life of learning. This is Turning Pro by Steven Pressfield. He is also the author of a really popular book called The War of Art. Now, if you just read the back, he even says you don't need to take a course or buy a product. All you have to do is change your mind. I am all about mindset work. And now these past few years, I've really dove headfirst into alpha mentality as a woman. And I hear all of these people talk about how women should not be, you know, alphas, this, that, and the fourth, but I'm not out here trying to dominate my man or anyone. I am only like, this alpha mentality works for me, and I love to see it in other women also, because it has saved my life. Like that mentality of standing your ground, not letting anything or all the punches that life wants to throw in your face. You know, life can keep punching you and punching you in the face. But for me, it's all about standing your ground, being disciplined, being committed, and being alone. Being alone is such an important thing for me, because through the time of me being alone in my own world, this is when I've been able to really build the foundation for my future. The alpha mentality for me quite literally saved my life when everything that was happening in my life was so unstable, so unsure, and I leaned into self-discipline, accountability, ownership, all of these qualities. And I even looked at myself in the mirror also quite a few times, and I've talked about this before, but looking at where in my life I was being an amateur or I was being mediocre. You know, mediocre is it's an ugly word. I don't like that word at all. And I don't like to describe people or anyone or anything as mediocre. It just sounds like, ugh, you know? What I really love about this book is that it's about changing your mentality and how you see yourself. He also talks about a shadow career and a shadow life, which is the life that you're not happy living, doing what you don't want to be doing, surrounded by people that you don't want to be surrounded by, maybe complaining a little bit too much about life, and just not happy overall. That would be living your shadow life. And I do believe that each and every single one of us was brought to this earth to live a spectacular, beautiful, abundant life. But sometimes that mindset could be one of those things that can keep us feeling. So the other day, I actually went with my mom and my sister to this cute little vegan spot in Silver Strand, which is a cute little beach town in Oxnard. And this vegan shop, they had the cutest names for the items in the menu. One of the items was the nard nachos, and I was just really admiring from afar and kind of observing the whole situation there, because I found it so honorable that like this husband and wife teamed up and started a business, because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of learning and failing, and a lot of hours devoted to launching a business, starting a business, getting all the permits and everything else that goes with it. And there's a lot of challenges that come with having a business, or even stepping into the role and embodying the role of a professional, because now you're experiencing a lot more challenges that you wouldn't have. But honestly, I find that so satisfying. To me, I really have been working so hard on seeing failure as something to strive for, actually, and fail as much as I can. Because if I'm not, then that just means that I'm playing it safe. And if you're playing it safe, then you're really not living up to your true soul's purpose. Because there's so much more that you can do, but fear keeps you from doing it. If you knew that you could not fail, what would you do? And so there's a few things that I am like, oh, this kind of scares me. I've never done this before, you know? But it's so exciting, guys. Like, honestly, the challenges and the setbacks, and when you feel like you are taking one step forward, then you have many steps back. All of that to me is so exciting, because I love learning and I love pushing myself. And that's the only time that I feel like I'm really like alive and thriving. It's actually when I'm failing and when there's challenges in my life, because now I know my own limitations, you know? And when I know my limitations through failure, through fear, then I know what I have to work towards and what I have to overcome. And when I overcome it, I always feel and I know that I am stronger and a lot more confident. And you will too. And you won't even notice it. I'm telling you, all of the self-work that you've been doing on yourself, you won't even notice it until suddenly, all of a sudden, people just start to gravitate towards you. You have this beautiful magnetic aura about you, this calm essence about you. Like, people just want to be around you. But trust me, there's a lot of change at a cellular level that is taking place within you. And it's really exciting. And I really hope that you guys push forward through your fears, and that you do what you want to do, and that you no longer live in your shadow life, and that you stop acting like an amateur, because you are not an amateur. You were not born to be an amateur. You are here to be a pro in every sense of the word. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section about anything that I said. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Also, you can check out my brand new website, dulcecandy.com. I have a favorites page so you can see what books I'm currently reading, what podcasts I'm currently listening to, and more favorites aside from these. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say in the comments section down below. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I can't wait to see you on my next video.